There's a few documentaries out there that I've seen lately on atomic weapons and nuclear power and shit like that. Do you know that we have enough poison on our planet to wipe us out more than 10 times over? It's not even nuclear weapons. It's if we ain't creating that way to kill ourselves, we'll create our own death in many, many different ways. And these documentaries, which I won't even bother listening to because they're so screwed up. We're more interested in getting rid of atomic weapons, but yet the ones that are trying to stop all of this poison from being built, they're the ones that want to have it. They think that they'll be in control if they're the only ones that have that button to push, and it's just insanity, because if they really, really want to get rid of these weapons, why not get rid of all weapons? What's the cause of you needing a weapon in the first place? Get rid of the causes of why you need to have enough poison on this planet to kill us 9 times over. Isn't that a little bit insane to even think of going into any type of direction that kills and wipes out the planet? Shouldn't that be the law right there, is that anybody that's doing anything to destroy the planet should be stopped? And in that case, it's the people that are making all of this, the people that are trying to stop all of these bombs, they're the ones that are creating the bombs. They're the ones that are profiting from the bombs, as they're telling everybody else not to create bombs because they want to have the only bomb. Who's at the end of the day? The UN. Who belongs to the UN? Everybody in the UN wants to have the bomb, but they want to stop their enemy from having the bomb because they think they're the ones that are in control, yet they're the ones that are creating the bombs. Every time you have a good idea, every time a scientist comes up with a good idea, it's your government. Every friggin' government on this planet will twist it and turn it into a bomb that ends up destroying us. We have zero interest in cleaning up the planet. Not even from these people that are recognizing that we have that much poison that's cleaning the friggin' planet. While you're judging other people, stop and judge yourself. That's my best rule about anything. If you want to judge what other people are doing, start judging yourself and looking at your own actions. What are you doing to get rid of your bombs? What are you doing that even creates a need for anybody to have a bomb? This is one thing that really gets to me. We have a war on drugs. We want to stop the drugs from being made. You'd win that war if you got rid of the reason why people need drugs. But nobody wants to face that problem because, any type of addiction that you're dealing with, first of all, you're not addicted to any drug. There's no drug. This is just a big scam that's played on everybody, that you think a drug is actually the thing that makes you addicted. No. The reason why you get addicted to something is because a thought in your head that's replaying over and over and over again. And that thought in your head is a constant recognition of the pain that you're going through. And then the pain that you're going through has a cause. There's a problem that nobody wants to face. And as long as you can't come up with connect the dots of why you're in that pain, and you'll see there's a system that's a little screwed up, and you can't change the system, can't fight City Hall, can't change government. So, your brain will go into the solution of, I got to relieve the pain, I got to relieve the pain, got to relieve the pain. So if we can't relieve the pain by actually unfolding the solution as to the cause of why you're in that pain, you'll take the painkiller. And you'll keep taking that painkiller and taking that painkiller until you get rid of the pain. And then we have these governments that says, hey, we want to stop, this drugs. Let's just, all that's doing is increase the value of drugs. It's increasing the need for drugs, which who's profiting from it? The friggin' elites and the friggin' government and all of the system that's wrong are the ones that are profiting from it. They need to have a war on drugs because that's how they profit from it. They need drugs to be there. And you know what? As long as I make you not have your painkiller, you'll do everything in your power to get that painkiller. So you're actually encouraging drug addictions by trying to stop the war on drugs. So it's like, it's the most insane thing I've ever seen, and I can't see why people actually can't connect the dots to that one. And it's because you don't want to change your systems. You love your systems, and you can kind of see it with people that are in the Gulf. And I really, really feel a lot of pain that's going on in the Gulf. And if you listen to some of their stories, it's like, oh, we're really, really sick, and, you know, my dream is now burst, and all of my income is gone, and the value of my house is gone, and I'm losing everything. And it's like, where were you when you had everything? You know, there were other people on the planet that had the same thing, the same causes that were going on that you chose to ignore because you were making the good income and you had that nice house and you had the dream, the American dream. Every time you go and enjoy that American dream, you're actually causing hell for somebody else. And they're sitting there going, I lost my house and I lost everything. And, you know, I'm dealing with all of this really bad shit and nobody really gave a shit. You know, the only time you give a shit is when you lose it. Because I ain't seeing anybody in the Gulf that's saying, I lost all my stuff. I haven't actually seen, oh my God, I did this to everybody else. I ignored all of these problems myself, and I let it grow until it hit me in the backyard. And you know what? These elites, anybody that's got billions of dollars or $1 million, guess what? You're next. Because this game ain't over yet. It's a domino effect, and it's going to come for you. You ain't protected. Saving your money for a rainy day does shit. It won't be good in the end because we've seen this cycle before, and guess what? It wipes out the whole planet. You destroyed the air, you destroyed the earth, you destroyed your whole entire environment, and you ain't realizing that the planet is a little bit more powerful than you. You can try and control the planet, but the planet has more power than you have. So, at the end of the day, you're only killing your own backyard. You may think you only got the little guy, but they're just the start of the domino effect that's going to come and hit you in the end. And you can just bury yourself in the ground, and you can, you know, do all of these survival tactics just to live this hell out all over again. And it's like, how many times are you going to try and kill your family? Because that's ultimately what you're doing. You may be thinking you are family, but there will be some of your family members that won't survive. And I love it when I see them wanting to bury themselves in the ground. That's a good one. Because if you think that an earthquake, you're going to build some kind of building that's going to stop the earth's shifts, that'll ultimately crush you. It'll just bury you alive. So I say, all of these elites, invest in burying yourself in the ground. That'll protect you. And you just entomb yourself because of your stupidity. Peace out.